you teach long enough and you start to become a psychic of sorts. You start to notice that elite coders tend to have certain behaviors. Hi, I'm Adrian, I'm a Popcorn Robot, and elite coders do something that's very special. Something that, one, makes them become better coders, two, makes coding fun for them, and three, makes them really attractive to employers. This one thing is having a side project. When you have a side project, this is when you start to take everything you know and try to create something of your own idea. And this is awesome because since it's your own idea, then it's actually something you care about. You know, some of my students have talked about, oh, I want to organize my photo albums, or I want to organize my day with a really great to-do list, or I want to analyze baseball statistics. You know, we all have ideas. And so when you use coding to solve these ideas, it kind of makes you become a little micro entrepreneur, but you're also able to turn the skills that you learn in coding into real life. And there is nothing that can compete with that. So that's why it's really important that you do this. You take ownership of your learning and actually do things where you actually use what you're learning in a very practical way. So let's get an example. Let's pretend that you love movies. Then why don't you use that to predict how much a movie will generate in the box office? So you can in a very rudimentary analysis, you can just say, okay, based on the stars, let's calculate how much the average of their box office generation of their previous movie, and then that will be my guess of how much it will generate. And then run this analysis on, 100 movies and see how accurate is that. Then you start to go, okay, what about genre? Does genre have an effect? So why don't I average a genre and then use that as another metric? And then the next one is, okay, what about the year? Because certain years are really big and certain years may not be so big because of COVID. So why don't we use that as another metric? And as you keep building on these ideas, it gets more and more complex over time, and you start to have reason to want to learn coding because then you can bring a more cool idea into your app. So this is what you need to do to separate yourself and become an elite coder. And this really shines on employers because it shows that you really care about your craft. Because ultimately, we want people who love coding. And that is just someone that we want to be around.